Greetings everyone, this is your ICT facilitator. Today we are going to be discussing the new curriculum, the practical elements, and we are to focus on to the Uganda Teachers Education Consult UTEC as we discuss the ICT elements. For the people following, I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Don't forget to leave a comment there. Let's move straight into the item to see what the item setter wanted us to do. Here we go. So our question paper is over here. For the people looking for the material, I have been able to put it into the support material, or when you check in the video description, everything has been put there for your comfort. Don't forget to pause, try out as you follow up with me. So today we are going to be doing item 2. So we are going to be doing item 1 of 840 paper 2 for the Uganda Teachers Education Consult UTEC. So I want to work with you to see what we're supposed to do in line with manipulating the different applications as we answer item 1 for UTEC. Don't forget, my name is Mutebi Ratib, your ICT facilitator in this. So we are to first understand the scenario, and then after understanding it, it will be very easy for us to execute. So I call upon you, the candidate that is following up with me preparing for your final exams, that one of the principles of excelling in the curriculum, it is calling more for the learners to be able to read and comprehend the grammar, understand each and every line, because every statement counts. So here we go. Item 1. Kaswera Primary School Yumbe is facing a terrible decline in performance of candidates in national PLE examinations. Over the past few years, the school has been ranked among the fast declining schools in the Yumbe district. In a bid to improve performance, we are up here, we are saying, in a bid to improve performance, what is happening? Candidates are given a number of tests which are totaled, graded, and ranked. Totaled, graded, and ranked. At the close of the first term here, the head teacher asked the class teacher to prepare analysis of performance and have the parents of those students who scored below, look at these building blocks, below average mark of 65%, be invited for a meeting. We shall also need this. For a meeting that shall take place on 3rd August 2025. Here we go. They are telling us that in addition to the above, the class teacher was requested to prepare and present the following documents and summaries to parents during the meeting. We are going to prepare documents and we shall be able to present to parents during the meeting. So, what are some of the interests of the item setter? When you check on part A, they are telling you, the learner executing this item, that total row marks, they want us to compute total row marks, average row marks, aggregates, division, and position based on the total aggregates. A list showing name, stream, total, average, below 65% division and position. Separate lists showing the male and female candidates with their total row marks. Only candidates who scored above 70% average mark with their division pass. Only candidates. We are going to see how we are supposed to do some of the manipulations here. Reports showing summaries extracted in part C and D, respectively, with a school logo as background. They have been very clear in the question here. Letters be completed to invite parents of those students whose average mark is below 65%. Unfortunately, what's happening? The class teacher, now here is where we are calling you, the new curriculum graduate that has been able to excel in these applications, to come and support a teacher here. Unfortunately, the class teacher, who happens to be your brother, has little knowledge on which suitable software application to use in order to submit the required documents and summaries for discussion during the meeting. What is our task at hand? Task: using the support files provided called data and parents later, help the class teacher to prepare the required documents and summaries for the above purpose. Now, after looking at this, as you, the candidate executing, that is trying to look for an A in the subject, now it's high time we start executing it. Remember, I'm going to be tackling this item by using around 3 applications, and I'll be telling you why and how. I'm going to use Spreadsheet via the Microsoft Excel. I'll use word processing, and I'm going to use PowerPoint presentation to execute with you the UTEC. For those that are following, don't forget that we are trying to attend to a very, very good item from the Uganda Teachers Education Consult, UTEC. Let's move straight. Now, after comprehending as you, the candidate, reading the scenario, now it's high time for you to take a walk through in the support material to see what you have been provided. I have put the support material in the video description. So I'll come over here, I check my support material, I see what we have. When I check here, we have a file for Corona. We have not looked at Corona in the scenario, so I'll first put that on hold. The parents' letter and the support Excel file, which they highlighted in the scenario. So what? I will first come and check by double-clicking to see what we have over here. Yes, when I check, I see that we have a simple file in Excel having a few details, ref, name, gender, stream, English, math, SST, and the other necessities as we see here. Still, we have what we call table arrays, having the marks range and the division range. After looking at this, I will also go on to see what do we have under the parents' letter here. I will also take a walk through to see what we have. When I check here, oh, we have something that is very interesting. Every time a learner looks at these highlighted bullets at the back of their mind, they should know that we shall be applying a skill set of mail merge. Remember, in mail merge we say, or we teach you, the candidate, that mail merge, this is an attribute in word processing that we normally apply every time you want to send one content letter to multiple recipients by changing the address block. So this is what we have at stake. Now, after looking at this, I will see, okay, now I will also close, then I will start executing. One, I will first create a folder on my desktop. My folder is over here, and I'm going to label it with my full name. Learners, please don't abbreviate. Write your full name. Some of you have shortcuts, have nicknames at school. You call yourselves the top shutters. You call yourselves the lions of the jungle. You call yourselves very, very weird names. But at this juncture, please write your full name. Okay, then after I will drop in my personal number, and it is 006. Is what I'm going to be using in today's video. Sorry, I have that already. So I'm going to take Mutebi Ratib 001 is my personal number in today's video. Don't forget that multiple items have been uploaded on the YouTube channel for your comfort. Please go check, try out, check and try out to see that we can get there. Now, after checking at this, I will now enter into this folder I have just created. I created 2 subfolders. The first subfolder will be for item 1, which I'm going to be attending into this video. I will say item 1, and then I'll put another subfolder over here, which is item 2. Item 2, we shall be uploading the video for item 2 just very soon. Don't forget, just keep checking, and then we shall get there. After getting this here, I will come and open my item 1 folder, and then I will go into my support material. I collect everything that I'm to use onto item 1. Here, I will click on the first file. I need this logo. I need this word processing file, which is about the parents' letter. I will Ctrl-C to copy. Don't cut, don't delete, Ctrl-C. Now I'll come into my folder of interest for item 1. I paste. Why are we doing this? We want to keep the support files original. We don't want to manipulate them, because in the due course you might make an error and you want to retrieve the support files again and you have already distorted them. So to be on a safe side, just create a duplicate, just in case we don't want to lose it. So after getting this here, now I will start manipulating them to see that we get the best out of it, and then we start rolling down. So here we go. I have been able to load this file. it is a bit very, very busy. I will zoom in a bit for those that can't see well, though the data is multiple. So I will keep scrolling here and there for your comfort. Now, after checking at this, I will see what I have, take time to digest the content, and then we start running it straight away. So I will look into, we have average, English aggregates, math, SST, science, total aggregates, division, position, etc. After looking at this, then let's roll out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that you have to subscribe, you have to comment, you have to share for the rest, that we can teach everyone, and then we learn from each and everyone. Teach one, and things will get better every single second. Now, here we go. After looking at this dimension, I will now scroll back to my question. People, we are doing UTEC, one of the favorites. So I will scroll in here to see what do we want. Remember, they are telling us that at the close of first term, the head teacher asked the class teacher to prepare analysis of performance and have the parents of those students who scored below average mark of 65% be invited for a meeting that shall take place on this. Yes. So in addition to the above, what do they want? The following requested to prepare and present the following documents and summaries to parents during the meeting on that day. Option 1. Total raw marks. They want us to compute total raw marks. So I'll get back to my Excel file. I come here, I drop in total. I can use a formula or a function. If I'm to use a function, I will say equal sign sum. Why are we calling this a function? Because a function, this is when you, the people executing the item, you go on to use predefined keywords. The word sum is a predefined keyword, making this to be a function. I will say equal sign sum. Sum what? Sum from English to science. Over here, close parameters, hit enter. When I hit enter, now I can go on to autofill, and then we shall get our results over there. Now, this is what we have at stake. But I have used a function. A function, this is when you use a predefined keyword. So, assuming that the learner has forgotten, they can't remember the word sum, which other option can they take? We can also use a formula. A formula, this is when we do our plain math. I say equal signs English, shift plus math, shift plus SST, shift plus science. After getting this here, I'll hit the enter button. I come over here and then autofill. When I autofill, I get my records well adjusted. So now that is our total. Yes, after getting the total, allow me to do some adjustments here and there for visibility. Control A to highlight your work. Let me apply Roboto as my font style. I come over here, I take font size 12 for visibility for you following out there. Thank you so much. If I'm too fast, please don't forget to pause, try out, pause, try out. Okay, after getting the total, now what else do we have at stake? They're telling us that total raw marks, average raw marks. Yes, we go to average. Average, still I can use a formula or a function. But this time, let me use a function. Equal signs average. Average is a predefined keyword, making this to be a function. I'll say equal signs average, highlight from the first subject to the last subject, and then close your parameters and hit enter. When I hit enter, I'll have my average mark well articulated. Over here, I can go on to round off to the nearest whole number by just picking under the number group the option for decreased decimal to just make sure that I round off my figures for accuracy and easy interpretation. After that, what else do they want? Keep checking the scenario. Average raw marks, they need aggregates, they need division, they need position. Let us go to aggregates. How are we computing the aggregates? They want the aggregates for English, math, SST, science. And then we shall also come over here to come up with total aggregates. Now, I will come over here remember in their support material that they had provided, they had given us a snippet of what we call the table arrays that we are to use when manipulating our information. It is over here. They are telling us that for the aggregates, this is the range. People getting from 43 to 0, we are going to give them an F9. Then people getting from 44, this is 40. People getting from 44 to 45. There is an oversight here, but let us just maintain everything the way it has been provided in the support material. So I will come over here. People that will be getting from 45, we shall have a past 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a D1. So I'll come over here. I can use an if function. I can use a VLOOKUP. I can use an HLOOKUP if I decide to change the data here. But if we are to maintain the structure, let me use a VLOOKUP. Why are we using V? Because this information has been organized vertically. Come over here, equal signs, drop in the function name, VLOOKUP, open parameters. VLOOKUP what? They are telling us that we need to get the aggregate for English, and the syntax is the lookup value. The lookup value is that first value in your column of interest, and my column of interest is English, and 67 is the first value. You drop a comma, then you go to the table array. The table array is this range which we are going to be using. So I'll come over here, highlight my table array. Please highlight only the figures, don't take the labels. I will drop a comma here, and then I will go on to put the call index. The call index is the column of interest. This time round, our column of interest is this column. So I will come and count 1, 2, 1, 2. So I want column 2. I want to get results from column 2. So when I reach here, learners, the people following, please, before you hit the enter button, don't forget to absolute cell reference the table array by putting a $sign. How? Shift F4. Sorry, Control Z. It is function F4 on your keyboard, so that you put a $sign at the start, a $sign in the middle, a $sign at the start, a $sign in the middle. If you forget the shortcut, you the candidate, please put the $signs manually. Come over here, put a $sign. Shift $sign. Come over here, shift $sign. Come over here, shift $sign, and then in the middle, shift $sign. We are separating the alphabet from the number by putting a $sign. What we have just done, we call it absolute cell referencing. Hit the enter button, and then come over here, then autofill. So that's what we have so far. I will go to math over here, under math equal signs, VLOOKUP. This is my function. Over here, open parameters. The first value is my lookup value. Drop a comma. Table array is this range here. Put a comma, and then the call index is called to Y. This is 1, 2. I need this second column. Close parameters. Come over here. Lock the table array. Shift $sign. Come here. Shift $sign. Come here. Shift $sign. Come here. Shift $sign. Then after that, come and hit the enter button. When I get here and I autofill, we are getting our aggregates with a lot of ease. I'll go to SST, equal signs, VLOOKUP. Over here, and then lookup value is that first value in the column of interest. Drop a comma. Table array is this array here. Drop a comma. Call index is 2, because we want to pick this column for aggregates to surface here. I will close parameters. I come over here. I put $sign. The keyboard shortcut for locking or for applying what we call the absolute cell referencing is function F4 on your keyboard, people using the HP laptops. So I'll come over here, I hit enter, come over here, autofill. You autofill by just double clicking. Come over here, equal signs, equal signs, VLOOKUP. Come over here, double click, lookup value. We are into science. The first value is the lookup value. Drop a comma, table array. Come here, highlight the table array. Drop a comma, call index is 2. Then close the bracket. After that, come and lock function F4 is the keyboard shortcut. If you forget that, just put the dollar signs manually. Okay, hit the enter button, come over here, and then I will just autofill. So everyone will be given their appropriate aggregates. Let me first erase this. Remember, we don't have data here, and we don't need information there. So now, after getting this at stake, I can go back to read the scenario. Don't rush. When you rush, you crash. So be very, very vigilant. Total row marks, average row marks, aggregates, division. We are done with aggregates. Now we are done with the aggregates. We go to division. Okay, let me come over here. Okay, before we go to division, maybe let's first get the total aggregates for each learner. We can use a function sum, or we can manually use a formula by adding. But let me use sum, open parameters, and then highlight. Don't forget to check on the YouTube channel. Everything has been provided for you there. So I will come over here and then autofill to get the total aggregates for each and every candidate. Then division. Remember, we want to assign division. Maybe this learner is in division 4, this learner is in division 3, this learner is in division 1, blah, blah, blah. So now, how do we get the division? We are going to get the division by using the table array. We have been provided a table array here, having the division, and then having the range, and then the division that we shall be assigning to every candidate. Okay. Now, after getting this, we are going to now continue, and then we see which division is every candidate. Okay. We shall now get back here. I say equal signs. Let me use VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP, open parameters, and then lookup value. I'm going to use aggregates. Come over here, drop a comma, table array is over here. Drop a comma, what else? Which column of interest? Column 2. Come over here, close parameters, and then come and lock the table array. Function F4. We have looked at that. We refer to it as absolute cell referencing. Remember, we have posted multiple information on our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to go check over there. See the material. Share with your learners. Share with your friends so that we spread the knowledge to everyone. Yes. Now, after that, we shall go to position. When we check here, they want us also to come up with the position based on total aggregates. See, the position we are going to base on total aggregates to come up with a position. Our aggregates are over here. I'll come here, equal signs what? We want to get the position. We have to use the function rank, open parameters. We say number is that first value in your column of interest. My column of interest is total aggregates. Drop a comma, then give me the ref. I'll come over here, I highlight the ref. After highlighting the ref, I drop a comma, I then put O stands for descending, 1 stands for ascending. So now it means if I take 0, they will pick the candidate with the highest, with the lowest, they will pick the candidate with the lowest aggregate. They put in position 1, which will not work for us. We want people to be having, for you to be in division 1, you should be, for you to be in position 1, you should be having the lowest, the lowest aggregates. So I will come over here, instead of using 0, I take 1, I come and then close bracket. Here, don't lock, just come and hit the enter button. This guy is in position 27. Autofill. Yes, when I autofill, I want to first interpret my information here. Yes, to see. This candidate is called, let me check the name here. We have a candidate in names of Sima Luke is in position 1. Why? Because when you check onto the aggregates, he has 10 aggregates. And when you peruse through we have this candidate in Nakalanda Joy in position 2. Yes, so it means we had to embrace that. Okay, after getting that, what else do they want us to compute? We are done populating our columns of interest. I can go on to highlight, align center for visibility. Okay, after getting this, I will now get back to the question to see what else do they want from me. Total aggregates done, everything done, a list showing name, stream, total, average, below this, division and position. Okay, they want a list of this, we are going to compute. But when we check here, we have accounts which they want us to focus on. There is in cell A30, we have accounts that they want us maybe to also put into consideration. But here we can maybe, what can we count? Should we count? We can count what can we count? Yeah, we can apply something. Maybe we can count the learners, though it will be just a duplication. Equals count so that we don't leave it there like that. So let me highlight from the first cell up to the last cell. I just want to apply something there to see that we don't fail to get a mark for what the item setter really wanted us to do here. So now, okay, so we are done populating. When you check here, we are done populating our data sets and everything is looking very, very amazing. So now let us get back here and see what we really had to put up. They're telling us that they want part B, a list showing name, stream, total average less than 65. This is a condition, division and position. So I'll come over here, I create another worksheet. Let me call this computed sheet, and then I create one more sheet here. I'm going to call it below. Let me see, below 60, below 65 over there. So I've named this below 65 so that my files look well and clearly articulated. So I will Control A to copy this, come over here, I'm going to paste my information at this point. Have I copied? Control C, come over here, and then Control V. Yes, here we go, and we are to. Okay, so looking at the question here, they are telling us that a list showing name, stream, total, average, below 65%, division and position. So we shall come over here. We first check what do we need. We need name. We don't need ref. I can decide to delete because I don't need it. We need name, stream. We don't need gender. I can also decide to delete because I have the original. Do we need stream? Come back here. Yes, we need name, stream, total. So I'll come and say name, stream, total, average. Yes, I'll get back here. Name, stream, total. Meaning I don't want to see the subject. I don't want to see the subject. So I will highlight the subject. Since I used them in my computations, let me decide to just hide them. We have total. We have average. We have average. Yes. What else? They said, getting back to the question, name, stream, total, average, name, stream, total, average. But the average, we have a condition there, which we are going to appreciate briefly. This is, we don't need aggregates. I will highlight them. I will not delete because I did some mathematical computations. I come over here. I also decide to hide them. Then we need the total aggregates. Was it mentioned in the question? Let me check one more time. Total, then average, no. So I'm going to omit it. Then we need division and position. Okay, division here, position here. We don't need this. Let me just decide to hide it. Okay, we don't need even this. Let me also decide to hide it over there. Now, after getting that, I'll move to my question again, because we have a condition to satisfy. They are telling us that we need to get only people that should surface in this list, separate a list showing name, stream, total, average below 65%. So I will come over here and say under average, I can decide to highlight everything. Then after that, I come to filter. After activating the button filter up here, I will have a drop down, tap on it, and then come and say number filter. Here, I say number filter, then we say less than what? Is less than 65. I click OK. So when I click OK, I will only get members. The condition, let me be sure, less than, yes, 65. So now we see that the list has been customized to only what the item setter wants at this point here. We have the division and everything. Then they're telling us that separate lists showing male and female candidates with their total row max. Yes, total row max. I'll come here and say male and female. Is it male only? They are saying separate list over here. Separate list showing male and female candidates with their total row max. Okay, so I will come back here. Sorry, let me first put a name here. Male and female. Yes, male and female. Female here. Then I'll come here, Control C to copy. Come here, Control V. We only want the name, the gender, and then their total row max. Come over here, and then let me just hide for simplicity. Then total row, where? Yes, total row. I'll come here, just total row max. Let me hide this. What else do we need? Do we need this? No. So I'll come over here, and also I'll not delete, but I'll just hide, because the item setter is interested in specific elements which we are trying to appreciate. So I'm done with male and female. We are showing male and female with their total row max. Then when we get back to the question, they're telling us that part D, they're telling us that on part D, only candidates who scored above 70% average mark with their division pass. Yes, so we are going to get another 70% average. Yes, I will come over here. I say 70% average. Look at the way I'm labeling my sheets. I just want to blend into the item setter's interest. So I will copy, come back here, I then paste. We want to get what? We are looking for only candidates who scored above 70% average mark with their division. So I can decide to omit things which they are not interested in. We don't need all this. I only need average. I will just come hide. I will not delete. I will just hide so that I keep my formulas working and in good shape. So now, after getting this, I will come and highlight. I will come and highlight my average. I come here, then here, I say filter. When I go to filter, I get this drop down. I say number filter, we want above. So I say greater than 70%. I click OK. When I click OK, I'll get a list only showing members that are satisfying the condition. I'll keep saving, Control S, save changes. Then I'll get back to the question. Don't forget to pause and play. Then after that, report showing summaries extracted in part C. We are going to compose a report. Summaries extracted in part C and D respectively with a school logo as background. We can go on to blend some access here. We can also use word processing to draft a simple report showing all this. So now let us be completed to invite parents. Let us now move to this element. Maybe before we draft a report, allow me attend to part F so that we close our files straight away here. Okay, getting back to my file, before I leave it, we need to do some edits so that we have our work look unique and clean. So I will make sure that at least I do some blending. Let me make sure that at least my headings are having a unique color. Let me give it white. Let me give it font color white, and then I apply a shading. This dark blue, I bold. Okay, at least I'm making my work to be a bit different. I'll come here to my table array. I also do some customization to see that the work doesn't look shabby. I will come here. I can go on to apply some magic to make that sure that the work is really stunning and on point. Again here, I will come apply a border. Yes, all border. Then I come here, I apply something to make my work look a bit unique, so that I catch the examiner's eye, so that they give me some good scores. After getting this done, I can go on to put the heading, stuff like that. Okay, thank you. We are getting there. Please don't get tired. We are just starting. We have to get A's. So after getting this done, I can now move on to here. I do some formatting. So I will come maybe conditional formatting, color scales. Should I take this? Should I take this? What is more sweeter? Let me take this juicy coloring to get our work on the beat. Yes, at least now we see that our work has some zeal and some attractive alignments. So here I can now move on to say on this, let me insert a heading. I say a data sheet showing what? Showing students below 65%. Yes, 65%. I come over here. I can decide to merge. I can bold. I can increase the size. I can go on to apply a color. I can go on to put multiple things in my work. Here we go. Let me watch which color. Yes, I see you have liked this. Thank you. So now, away from that, I can also go on over here to also apply some salt on the meat to get things well aligned. I will come, apply a border. Then I move to this. I say, I want to insert a heading. I say, data sheet showing students gender and their total. Yes, so I will come over here, I merge. After merging, I can go on to reduce so that it can fit, or I can just come and try to I will just want to increase on the spacings here. This should be, we want you there. Okay, so I want to make sure that at least people can view what we are getting to design. So I'll get here, increase a bit, increase on the font. Yes, apply the same color. Let me maybe put yellow to get the examiner's interest. I can now still go on to highlight, and then I apply a border to see that the work is really magical. So getting here, still I can say students above 70%. List showing students above 70%. Okay, here we go. Allow me increase on the sizing to see that everything merges very well and everything is on point. I'll move here, I apply a border, and then I can also go on to put a conditional formatting. Is it bad to make your work look nice? No, it is something that we can really blend to make sure that our work looks on point. Okay, so now I will move here. I also apply a different color. Then I can also go on here. This is an element of interest. I can still come, I say, now at this point, should I put some color? Yes, I've applied some color. I can also do some sorting so that we have male and female, so that we don't lose it. So come over here, highlight your work, go to sort and filter, custom sort. We want to sort by gender, A to Z, you do that, so that our data is well structured. I can now come over here, I say let me bold, so that we have some uniqueness. Yes, and then the male, I highlight, I also come here, I do some magical. So come, we are getting it done, well executed, on point. Which color? I'm stuck, but I don't have time. So click there, bold it. I can also make sure that I make it unique, so that there is some bit of data formatting that is on point. Okay, now after getting this, allow me rush very fast, because they are telling us here, allow me first attend to part F, then we shall do the report later. Letters be completed to invite parents of those students whose average mark is below 65%. So we are going to check what we call, we shall be using this sheet called the computed sheet. I'm going to be using this, the other side. But remember, our motive is only those learners, yes, because what we want to put in the mail merge, we want to call only parents, their learners, their children are below, their average mark is below 65%. Yes, below 65%. Maybe for simplicity, let me create a new sheet here. I call it list to merge. List to merge, I just come, I create a separate file. I'm creating a separate file here, Control C, list to merge, and then I'm going to paste this here. When we put it here, I wanted to use this as my mail merge list for easy identification and getting things done. So now it means you, the candidate, doing the item, you have to understand what are the fields of interest in this letter. Let's check fields of interest in this letter, and then we confirm that we have them in our list for merge. We have student name, yes. We have stream, yes. What else? We have total, yes. We have total aggregates. Yes. We have average, yes. We have position, yes. Okay. After confirming that we have this, remember we only want to give those parents their average mark is performance, and have the parents of those students who scored below average mark 65%. So I'll come over here onto my newly formatted sheet. I go to average, this is average mark over here. Yes, then I highlight it. I highlight the average mark. I go to sort and filter. I go to filter. I then move up here. I make the condition clear. So I'll come and say number filter less than 65. I click OK, so that I only have members which I want to receive the letters. Okay, Control S. We are going to use this as our list of interest. Okay, let me hide this since we don't need it. So I'll come to hide and then hide it. Yes, Control S, save changes. We are wrapping up. I've opened my letter. I will enable editing. I start running through. We are not going to edit the file because it was well composed. Maybe changing a few things here and there. So I'll come here to Kasura Primary School. Then I go to mailings. I say, I can just go to start mail merge. I say select recipients. I come over here. I say use an existing list. When I reach here, I'll go on to browse on my desktop. Remember, my folder is on desktop, labeled Mutebirative 001, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so we have our list here. I will come, tap on it, I click open. When I click open, now they will prompt me to choose, because a file has multiple sheets in it, so they will blend me to choose which sheet are we dealing with. We are doing the sheet that called list to merge. Tap on it, click OK. When I click OK, it is loading, getting things there, and then we shall be wrapping up the session. After getting this briefly, yes, so we are done customizing the list. Then after getting everything done, I will now start customizing. Where we have student name, I will come, highlight it, go to insert merge field. I say I want to put student name. Where we have stream, I highlight, I come over here, I say stream. Where we have total, I highlight, I come over here, I say where is total, total. I move to total aggregates, I highlight, I move insert merge field, where is total aggregates, I tap on it. Then after that, we need average, highlight, come over here and say where is average over here. Space your work so that everything is clear, and then we shall be doing the editing later. Where we have position, you can highlight this merge field, come over here, look for position. Okay, now after making sure that everything is on point, at least what else? This is unacceptable and you are requested to attend. So after making sure that everything is well blended, I can do something small, though all was already customized, but maybe to change, to have things in a different look away from the support material. I can go maybe to mailings, or I can go to design here. I say maybe under page border, let me apply something different on my work, so that there is some bit of adjustments. It is taking my work away. What can I add? Just something small, so that at least our work is a bit different from the support material. Now, after confirming that everything is at stake, everything is well managed, all is well, I can go on to put. Yes, I can go on to put the date. Yes, today is maybe 23rd, today is 24th, 009/2025. Yes, after getting this done, I can also go on to change. Just want to make sure that at least my work doesn't resemble the support material so much. So I can now go on to apply a watermark. Yes, let me drop a watermark here briefly. Yes, I come to custom watermark, make it to be your name. Customize. I say Mutebi Ratib 009. I can now give it a color. I click OK. So that at least I have a watermark into this file over here. I can also do some magic. Since it's my file that I'm going to be presenting to parents, I go to insert, then I choose word art. I can come over here, I drop the I can also go on to give it a unique color. Yes, after checking that at least everything is on point, let me add something very small. All these will enable you get some marks at the end of it all. So come over here, I say, let me take maybe red, shape outline. I come over here, I make it thicker, and then look to what we are coming up with. Yes, so here we go. This was also a shape. I can go on to duplicate this, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I then put it up here. Why are we doing this? We want at least the work to be a bit different from what they had provided in the support material. Now, after confirming that your letter is at stake, your letter is where you want it to be, now you can go on to mailings and say, I want to preview results. When I prepare, see, the parent or guardian of Fred Chintu, Stream East, what has happened? A case in point, your child scored 201 marks. 26 aggregates with this average score in position 27 out of this. Yes, so everything is on point. Okay, now don't forget we had a footer, but you can also insert your own footer. My footer can be my name so that I get some marks. Yes, let me put my name there. Mutebi Ratibu. Yes, 009. It was 001. Sorry, 001. We shouldn't mismatch with index with a personal number. I want to go back and edit this so that I don't mislead you, the person following. My number was 01. So I'll come over here and then we seal it down. Okay, Control S, save changes, go to mailings again, and then say finish, and then say edit in video letters, click OK. When I click OK, now here we go. Our letters are over here, well customized, well blended, well structured. We are going to be sending these letters to our parents. So we need to save it. Go to File, click Save As, go to this PC, look for desktop where we have our folder, and then I'm going to look for my folder, which is Mutebi 001. I'll come over here, I say letters to parents. Letters to parents. I click OK. Yes. Oh, I've not put it in a folder of interest. It's fine. We are going to polish that over there. Okay. Let me first confirm that everything is okay. Where is my folder of interest? Yes, I had to put this. Control X, come over here, and then Control V. Yes, at least we have it. This was our original. We don't need it now. We can erase it. Oh, the file is open. It's fine. Come over here. I want to close it. You can say, don't save since we have the original file already. I don't want this. So I'll come delete. So that in my file, I only submit things that I want the item setter to mark. Here we have letters to parents. We can open and also peruse through as we wrap up the item. Thank you for following. These are our letters, well structured, and we are telling people never give up. And you, the person following, please never, never, never give up. So here we go. Yes, never give up. And our letters are well structured. But are we done with the question? No, but we are soon sealing it down. Letters. Report showing summaries extracted in Part C and D, respectively, with a school logo as background. So I will come over here. I can use word processing to draft a simple report. I can also go blend into Access. I also draft these reports. So I will come over here. I say report about academics. Report about academics. So now, report about academics. I'll come and then start blending and making things look clear. So here we are to use word processing to get everything done well. Okay, so we want to wrap up by discussing the last segment where they are telling us that please they want us to draft a report showing summaries extracted in Part C and D respectively with a school logo as the background. So now what I will do after achieving this, I will get back here. I will get back to my file. Remember, I had created a file which I named as report about academics. So now I will get here, open the file by double tapping. After double tapping, I will start structuring. Let me say this will be my cover page where I will say academic report for term 1. The year I can pick this from what we saw here. Do we have anything in line? Yes, academic report. This was 2025. Then I will say 2025 for what? I come, break a bit. We are going to give it life, don't worry. For what? The school is here. Okay, I will pick the school, bring it here, and then drop it here. Yes, after getting that, what else do we need? For this school, yes. So, I can go on to say prepared by, I can put here who's preparing this report. Remember, the report is being prepared by your brother, who is a teacher. And for the class teacher who happens, brother, has knowledge which is suitable. Okay, so I can come over here. Let me see what we had in our letters. Yours, MBF, Mudon, okay. Okay, we shall be happy. So now I can now come and say prepared by class teacher. Yes. So after getting this, we are to give it more life. Yes. So let me first zoom so that people can see. Let me first structure the cover page. I'll come over here. I say, let me maybe take Roboto as my font style. I come over here. I keep it at 12 for now. Then after getting it done, I can now start structuring each and every dimension separate. Align it center, and then this one, align it center. I also increase the size by tapping here. Yes, and then this, I will also come over here and do some adjustments. I will also align them center. After aligning it center, I can break a bit here. I want to make sure that everything is on point. Yes, this report, I can also give it a date. We have prepared this report maybe on the 24th September, yes, 2025. Yes, after getting this, I can get back here to my support material. We had a school logo. I come pick it, I drop it here. I say, since it's here, I can do some formatting so that my work doesn't get distorted. I can also go on to snip off the irrelevant spaces so that I have only the logo well customized and shrinked in space. I'll come over here, I align it center. So for this, I can now still come, I give this life, and then I can make it to have, sorry, I wanted Algerian, and then I can move on to give it a color that is blending with the logo, and then I can also come over here to also keep this in the same line, reduce the font, I will bold it, and then after I will go on to put maybe a line here. Let me just pick what I had composed. We had a line here. I'm just Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then I paste. When I paste it here, I'm going to reduce on the sizing, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, I come, I put it also up here, so that everything is on point and well structured. I give this font red, and then I can go on to also put some blending. Then before I leave the cover page, I have to make sure that everything is on point, and I'll be able to get some marks out of it. So now I'm going to blend something like this to tally through here. I just want to come up with an amazing cover page. I will say shape fill, I put that. Shape outline, I say maybe no outline. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, I push it a bit here. Yes, increase it a bit here, and then I'll go, I say maybe send back, and then shape fill, let me maybe put this yellow. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that my report, my cover looks amazing and looks to be on point. Yes, we are wrapping up with the cover page. Ctrl C, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then I'll come I want to blend something small here to see that we don't go off guard. Control C, Control V. I'll push this a bit in. Yes, and then I'll go on. I go to shape fill, I give it this, I go send it back, and then I also say outline, no outline. Okay, when I keep it here, I can say that is my cover page. Well structured, well aligned. You make sure that as you do the work, you give in your best. You do everything in a way that is showing the item setter that you are determined and you have a motive to get a better good grade. So that is my cover page, well designed. Then I'll just now move straight. I say introduction. Introduction. I say this report shows students performance for the first term in subjects including math, English, social studies, SST, and science. Yes, and science. So you're free to add more and more life to make your report a bit busy and then have everything on point. I'm going to use font size 12, and then the font style I'm going to take Times New Roman, and then I will not bold. I will justify my work. But remember, the item setter is more interested in what? The report should do what? Report showing summaries extracted in part C. Part C, we need this summary, and D respectively, with a school logo as the background. Report showing summaries extracted. So on part C. Now remember, we have our Excel file which has all that. I will open the Excel file, and then we do what they want us to have at stake. On part B, they wanted us to do what? Part B, part C and D. Separate is showing male and female. So I will come pick that from here, male and female, which is this one. It's a bit lengthy. I'm going to first reduce on the size for visibility so that we can view each and everything very, very well. Having it here, I can highlight Control A, you keep the cursor in here, Control A so that you highlight your work, Control C, then you paste. Or I prefer that learners, you are free to use a snipping tool. A snipping tool helps you to chop out, to crop out an element, a section of your work that you really want to have presented. So I go search for it, snipping. I then come, I snip out the section that I want. Then I come into my report over here. I say here it will be reading. Let me first copy. Okay, let me first close it. Come over here. I want to say figure, let me say maybe male and female students and their average mark. I can come drop it here. Let me reduce on the size for visibility. I then come over here, allow me align it center, increase the size a bit. For visibility reasons, I will increase the size. Yes, this is what the item setter really wanted us to display in our write-up over here. So I will come, highlight, align it center. I can bold, I can increase the font a bit to have everything at stake. Then what else? They also wanted us to display, the question is over here, this is D and C. Separately showing male, we are done. Only students who scored above 70 average mark with their division pass. So I will say figure, let me use uppercase. I will say, hope people can see what I'm trying to type here. I say figure, figure showing students above 70% and their division pass. Okay, after getting it here, I will go into my Excel file. I scoop out those few sections. I come here, I say I need a tool called snipping tool, snipping, SNI. I come here, I click open. I then come and crop out that section of the file which I want to present. I come here, I say copy, and then come and paste. Yes, then I will come and also align it center here. Those are the few elements which they wanted us to put in this report, and everything has been put there very, very well. So I'll come here and have everything well tallied. As I wrap up, let me put my name over here to be the header, Mutebi Ratib, to be the header, and then I will also move down here. I put my personal number to be the footer, so that there is some bit of art and then customization of the work. Yes, after putting this at stake, let me also put this here. What else do they want us to put in the report? You can keep checking to see that if I have left out anything, you're free to send me a message, you're free to comment to see that we can get each and everything well articulated and well adjusted. So as I wrap up, remember in this presentation, the school is planning to call parents, those with children that their average score is below 65%. I can also add it in the report here. Learners, I can say learners having 60 learners who scored 60, who scored below 65% average. Yes, after getting this, I can now move up here. Let me organize. I want to keep uppercase. I want to keep it at uppercase here. Uppercase, align it center, come over here. I'm going to go the other side and then pick a snip, and then I present. Below, I want to pick this. I also put it in my report. Briefly here, I will come, I crop out. After cropping, copy by clicking here or Ctrl+C. Still you have copied, paste it here, and here we go. After blending, I can come and say, before I leave, let me make sure that my report is well composed. I want to put a page border. Let me take a border that is of maybe this style. I go to color. I say maybe let me take this, and then come here. I say this section first page only. This section accept first page. I click this, and then I have my report, not that vague. So if you look at my report, at least there is some bit of connection. Now remember, they have said that they want us to put the school logo as a watermark. I will go to watermark. I say custom watermark. I say picture. I go to I browse. I say select picture, work offline. I access my folder of interest on the desktop. which I saved as my name, Muteburatib 001 over here, and then I choose my watermark, which is here, and then I insert, I click OK. When I click OK, at least people can see my watermark over there. Okay, now we are done with this, but remember, before we wrap up, they are telling us that we are to have a parents meeting. The parents will come. We need to present something to these parents. Yes, we have the report, we have everything, but for simplicity, for a new curriculum learner, they have to know that every time we have an engagement, at least a PowerPoint presentation is also paramount. So I'll come over here, I go to new, I say I need to come up with a simple presentation. Presentation to parents. Presentation to parents. I put it over here. I then open it. I'm going to open it, and then I do some touches here and there. Then here I can go on to put the school name. Okay, let me just copy from one of my files here. Okay, I put it here. Okay, academic performance presentation, term 1, 2025 by the head teacher. Head teacher will be the one presenting, by the head teacher. Yes, I come over here, I hit enter. 1, what are we putting? Let me pick from my report so that we catch up with time. A report about academics. Yes, I want to take this first half. Okay, I come over here, I paste. After pasting, I can erase this. I can come decrease on the font. Then I want to put a snip there. I come back to my report. I click here, Control C, come here, and then Control V. Since it's a bit lengthy, I can go on to reduce to see that it fits very, very well. Then I can also come over here. What else? I say I go in my report, I pick something. I say I want maybe to take these the figures, Control C, and then come here, I paste. After pasting, allow me reduce on the size. Allow me reduce on the size over here. I will put it around here. I can reduce on the size to see that everything fits. I come back to my report. I pick something like this. Control C, come here, Control V. I am free to increase on the size to have everything well set. I'll come also here in my report. I want to pick these learners who are performing below the average, below the expectation. So I will come over here. I also reduce. I stretch it a bit. I then come here. I don't want this because I want to insert an image. I come to my report. I say this is what I want. I Control C, come here, Control V, and then put it over there. Then here I can say conclusion. Can put a conclusion so that our presentation has a conclusion. Conclusion here. I say thank you. Thank you for your time. We look forward to meeting you again as we continue to guide our learners. Okay, so I say yours maybe I get back to my file here. I want to pick these initials. Okay, I want to pick these initials. I drop them here, at least around here. I can go on and then do more and more and more things. So in this PowerPoint, I can do lots of things. I can come over here, I go to shape format, I apply a catching color to see that the presentation is not that dry, to see that we have some blending, to see that we have learned some PowerPoint as we do navigate and have things done well. Putting this, I can also go on apply transitions. I say I want to apply maybe this, and then I say apply to all so that I have it done well. I can go on to apply action buttons. I can go on to do more and more and more things in this PowerPoint, depending on time and depending on the motive that you want to have at stake. So far we have used the word processing. I can omit this logo because I've used it already. I want in the folder, make sure that you leave things that you want the item setter to look through. Don't leave lots of things there. Then I can also come rename this. I say students, I prefer uppercase, students academic data. Okay, yes, then this is okay, the file is open. I will now first come here. I need to close. Okay, now here I want to adjust a bit. We named this as students academic data. So away from this, now it is time to print our work. We have finished everything. I will start with PowerPoint presentation to see how do we print this work. This is my PowerPoint. Remember, you have to print each and every sheet from your work. You have to print each and everything. So coming here, how do we print? Don't forget to apply borders onto your work. Don't forget to apply all those other skills that your teacher has discussed with you, your teacher has taught you. Just an idea, you can always build on it. So Control P to print, you Control P, so that my work here doesn't fit. I can go on to say orientation landscape. When I choose landscape, still some options are not seen. I can go to custom scaling. I say fit sheet on one page. When I say that, all my work will be stretched on one page. So now I will go on to say page setup. I say sheet. I put grid lines. I click OK. I again go back, page setup. I say header. I put a custom header. Let the header be my name, Mutebi Ratib. Click OK. Come here. Let the footer be your personal number 001. Click OK. Do the same to all your work. We have the header, we have the footer. You print. You go back. Choose another sheet. Come Control P. Then say layout. What are we taking as our layout? We can take orientation landscape. Come to page. Put grid lines. Go to header. Come here, put the header. Here I can send out personal number to be the header, and then the footer to be my name. I say Mutebi Ratib. I click OK. I click OK. When I come back here, I go to scaling. I say fit on one page so that all my work fits on one page. I print all my sheet following the same procedure. I Control S and then you print. So away from that, I can now go on to print my report, which is all here. I can add more things in the report to get the item setter's interest. I also get there. After that, I go to, don't forget to put header, footer, then even the PowerPoint. Please, the PowerPoint should also be respected depending on the scenario. Control P. I can go to header and footer. I put my header, I put my footer by just activating. I say Mutebi Ratib 001, and then I can click apply to all. It is over there. I can now still go. How do we print PowerPoint? Print PowerPoint as a handout. I have 5 slides. I'll take this option for 6 so that all my slides fit on one page. I can go on to print this PowerPoint. So you follow the same procedure. You print your work well, organize your work, and then you follow through. So it has been your ICT facilitator trying to attend to UTEC Uganda Teachers Education Consult, UTEC item 1. It has been well articulated. You're free to also pose a comment, pose a question, depending on what you want me to do for you in the next video. Item 2 is coming within a few seconds. Please don't forget to keep checking the channel. Please share and subscribe. Thank you for the love. May God bless you for me. Bye-bye.